Okay, first train was a Class 2220. Is it 221? Can't really tell. I think it's a Voyager or a Super Voyager. It's coming right past us. Okay, I'm actually at Longwood Railway Station here. I'm making this video on the 3rd of November, and it comes after the incident that unfortunately occurred on the 1st of November, and I can't really say. There's been a lot of stabbing activity recently on the 1st, so obviously the November has been, well, let's just say, been quite bleak, but also almost felt like a ghost train, you know. Almost felt like there was one criminal who's setting up that, hey, Halloween should Stratford continue, but hey, Halloween's over, but hey, who cares about that? Can't see any trains yet. There has been a lot of cancellations, not because of the incident, but mainly because there has been a lot of debris so far from the overhead wires. I don't know if it's autumn leaves or something like that. I can't really tell what's causing these trains to Stratford be cancelled. There's a whole bunch of confusion and delay of the whole railway system here. There's no way I can really Stratford capture as many trains as I might be able to see. Maybe from the later part of the hour here, I might be able to spot the West Midlands.
The 14:15 West Midlands Railway service to Bromsgrove has been cancelled.
A lot of the West Midlands Railway. Yeah, a lot of the railway. Yeah, I mean the West Midlands railway system. Yeah, a lot of their trains have been cancelled. So, I'll put it this way: I don't think it's going to be a day for them. Who knows about that? Because I'm only going to be filming for only just, under an hour or so, probably about roughly, say 52 minutes. Because, it's Monday and I need to straight up back home, so that by this point I'll be able to spot some trains, and hey, once it goes up towards 3 o'clock, I'll be battling against the kids all the way to school because half term is over. Damn it. A close-up look of these. The train announcement system has taken over this part of the video. Sort of explains why, but I wonder what is with the amount of vegetation and weeds growing underneath. Right over the tracks. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going under that ballast. I have no idea. Okay, this one has taken me quite a few attempts to actually capture this, but we've got a map of the entire railway system. Obviously, we've got various trains that come along the way here. I think that noise was just a truck. Yeah, that's not a train, but it's actually a truck. That's thumping and stamping right over underneath, actually over on top of the bridge. Sorry, I just get confused somehow. Anyways, that is the actual railway map of the entire West Midlands, but also extending up towards Warwickshire as well. So, and even Worcestershire as well too. So there's actually various destinations of various train stations that are actually part around, I think, Shropshire, the West Midlands, and Warwickshire, as well as Worcestershire. And you just quite a few areas I can name. Possibly, is that Herefordshire? I'm pretty sure it's Herefordshire. Some people might get straight for crucified. Yeah, you haven't got everything right. But anyways, with me perusing around the map here, I might be able to spot various trains along the way here. I think it's mainly going to be high-speed trains. And here's one that's coming right up. It's a Class 196. Something I never ever noticed so far. If I look closely at this railway station, that there, where I should have standed in platform 2, Yeah, I don't think I can get through here because, yes, this area has been blocked and is now considered as a limited sort of area here. But that there used to be the old platform. Now, I don't know why that this extra bit of platform hasn't been straightforward taken out. So, I don't understand why. And apparently there's some sort of old footbridge here that has been left for the vandals to come along and do some tagging and graffiti. In fact, everywhere where I look in this railway station, it just goes to show of how criminalistic this place is. It's just so sad. If only if people who worked at Network Rail would come along and fix this.
For safety reasons, e-scooters are banned from the railway. This includes its stations and on-board trains. Please travel without them.
And again, if I look closely, there's more graffiti. In fact, this used to be the entrance. Okay, if I look closely, that is the old footbridge. And that there is now a newer footbridge path that actually leads up towards our railway station. It's crazy, isn't it? Because, you know, it would have made sense as if this footbridge was already open. Now, I'm probably presuming it would have been totally old. Like, if this was open, then this would have actually allowed much longer trains to actually be highly accommodated towards the station. But I might be totally wrong. Who knows? I just totally wish if this footbridge was totally...
The 1422 West Midlands Railway service to Four Oaks has been cancelled. This is due to an object being caught on the overhead electric wires.
I just really wish that this footbridge here was actually going to be reopened. Yeah, going by the looks of it, it would have made sense as this would have actually allowed longer trains to be hauled. Who knows? That'd be fantastic for like a long express well, let's just say I wouldn't say intercontinental, but I'd probably say like a long express journey, maybe somewhere up towards maybe Scotland. I can't really tell. Maybe you can just throw in the Caledonian Sleeper and see how long this takes. I don't know. Maybe I'm just saying words that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, the last video that I did, in fact, the last couple of videos, I think one I did speak, and then the other one during Halloween time I didn't, but this time I just gave myself a lot more effort to try and denounce everything to what I see in this railway station. There's not much coming around here, I'm afraid. I think comparing to the other previous two videos, I don't think we're going to be seeing any Class 730s. That's the main electrical multiple unit train that usually goes up towards Redditch. So, unfortunately, it looks like they're completely lost. And, yeah, like they'll be on their journey across through... Is it the Cross City line? I'm pretty sure I'm right about this. Yeah, there has been total deficiency of these multiple units. So, in that case, it's not that great. And what the heck is that thing there? Why is there a bush growing next to, let's just say, in between two railway tracks? It's really, really crazy. Quite weird, there's a woman just speaking on the phone. But let's not go there. Mind you, the birds are really straightforward, happy about this. They all use the railway station all to themselves. But it's not COVID, it's not lockdown, it's just that we've got a deficiency of trains. Oh, we've got a cargo train! Oh, actually, it's just one diesel locomotive. What is that thing there? Is that like a maintenance train or something? Well, that was quite a rare find. I didn't know what type of train it was. At first glance, I thought it was a Class 66, but it's not. For some reason, it might be part of Network Rail. That's why I'm probably presuming. It might be a maintenance traction unit. I'd probably guess so. I'd probably inspect that maybe, just maybe, there might have been something on the tracks. It could be a rock or something, I can't really tell. Something's got to the track. I think it's these two right here. And the only thing that's actually working at the moment is this. And it seems like it's going to be the day of the diesels, because who knows? I feel like there won't be any electric trains running. And actually on the rail floors, I can actually see what this is. I'm actually trying for feeling sensible at this point here, like I always do. I'm really surprised of how much time I've spent to do a bit of train spotting, and to me it's just awesome. I don't know what these brown looking long bars here for. Are these like old bits of rail?
Remember to mind the gap when boarding and alighting the train.
Could be old bits of rail, but who knows? Might be totally wrong, I'm sure. And there's a lot of leaves scattering right on top of this tin roof here. Mind you, if it was really wet, it would just straightforward sound like a mental house. Oh, we've got a turbo start. It's pretty fast. Now, if your car was making a sound like that, I'd say you've done a big end. Well, it looks like this station here has actually gone a little bit busy somehow. I can actually see quite a few passengers right there. A few people, I suppose, hey? And also the other platform. Little of what I've actually have witnessed so far, that this train station here is deprived with passengers. Actually, oh yes, there's actually quite a few passengers right over at the same platform right here. And also at the other platform, which actually doesn't make any sense. Little do I know of what trouble this would potentially cause. And unsurprisingly, it seems like that this railway station is actually getting a little bit busier. So, little of what I've noticed of what trouble lies ahead, it seems like that this railway station is straightforward deprived of trains. It's a bit of a shame, really, when you start to see a railway station that's starting to look a little bit busy with passengers and whatnot. It's not looking that great. If I keep on looking around, yeah, there's not much. And if I keep on looking around, there's not that much in the way of trains. It feels, yeah, I think it's disappointing when you start to see trains being cancelled here. And this might also probably stop other trains from actually speeding past. That's pretty much what it is. Oh, we've got one. I think it's a Voyager. It's quite a fast moving train. Again, it's the 221. I think it's a Super Voyager. Whoa, just missed that one. That was a Class 196. Sorry, I didn't realise that. I was just straightforward showing some of my friends busily to what trains did I see today.
This is due to an object being caught on the overhead electric wires.
Well, I've got about roughly 10 minutes of train spotting left. So, in that case, I might as well just straightforward have to leave it from like the next 10 minutes or so. Because about 3 o'clock, I'm off to straightforward head back home just before the goddamn kids from school arrive from school and make their way back to home. Damn, it's gonna be very tumultuous. And what's kind of funny is that as I'm looking around across through this railway line, look at the signals. They're actually facing on the opposite direction, which is what I would have during Halloween time. Crazy, isn't it? It might have been like a ghost train or something like that, to be honest. And look at the amount of passengers. Look how many passengers. Oh. And the opposite side of the station here. I mean, look at the signals. They all look like they're just pointing back towards this side here. Pretty much the same spot that I've just filmed during Halloween time. But look at the amount of passengers here. It's crazy. Look how many passengers are in the station here. That is just absurd. I mean, looking at this. I don't think this look of it is kind of good at all. If I'm actually going to be seeing lots of trains. But I have to say the best one I've seen was probably that diesel maintenance unit I really liked. I can't really remember its name. Pretty awesome spot. Quite a rare one. I'm hoping to do more train spotting as I would lapse up towards, who knows, I might carry it on over up until, like, let's just say 2027. Wouldn't that be great, hey? Maybe I might as well last it up until spring or summer of 2027. Who knows? You can tell me or not. You guys can tell me. You can basically tell me whatever or not. That's just what I'm saying. Yeah, I think the amount of trains so far has been relatively low, so not much I could really write home about it, but that's just how it is. Apart from that amazing traction unit that I just saw, that was quite a rare find. Might have been working for Network Rail to inspect whether that's causing this trouble. Honestly, that's kind of the thing that really sets Halloween apart, didn't it? Not much trains to spot, isn't it? No. Okay, I think this is going to be the last train of this video. It's a Turbo Star. Pretty much the same one as I saw. Crikey, that train looked very gay. I mean, it looked quite homosexual if you ask me. Sorry for saying that, but that's how it looked like. Well, I think I might as well end this video here. Unfortunately, there hasn't been any trains for a long period of time, just waiting and slanging right over at this railway station here. It's coming up towards about 3 o'clock. And I can't actually be straightforward filming forever and ever, hey? Because obviously, it's coming up towards 3, and not only that, but the amount of trains being delayed so far in this railway station, well, I think it's a very poor look. But I think that's going to be about it for today's video. So, if you really enjoyed it so far, please give this video a very good like, subscribe for more future videos involving train spotting. As always, thanks so much for watching, and bye for now.